Welcome, everyone, to the courthouse, Judge Aguiar Field on the campus of Joseph Case High School. For the MIAA Division IV Field Hockey Tournament, it's the Sweet 16, and we've got the 5-12 matchup. The Joseph Case Cardinals playing host to the Frontier Redhawks. The winner of this one travels to Sutton this weekend. It is my pleasure to be joined by the Hall of Famer Kerry McElroy, the rest of our fabulous crew. I'm Brady Kudo. It's chilly, we know this, but it doesn't matter because Megan Smith is still leading this Cardinals team to an impressive 15-1-1 record, and she is expected to be the leading force in attack today.
It's going to be a great game, Brady. I can't wait. This is, it's always great to get deep into the tournament, and this being their second game, it's always great. I mean, you're on a home field. How cool is that? Megan Smith is one of the leading scorers in the state right now. We'll take it.
Meanwhile, for these Redhawks, they tend to play a defensive style of field hockey led by several underclassmen, highlighted by Macy DeMaio, who really like to spread it out and attack, but they like to play defensive.
Yeah. It'll be remains to be seen whether we'll break through that, because that puts a lot of players in front of the goal. So, it makes it a little tougher for people with, a lot of speed and a lot of great stick work like Megan Smith and Emma Bouchard. But we'll see what happens today.
So sticking with us, a trip to the Elite Eight is on the line. Case at Frontier Regional. Don't go anywhere. Sweet 16, 5 versus 12. The Frontier Redhawks coming to town to take on the Joseph Case Cardinals. Case is 16-0-1, 1-1, 16-1-1, and this is how they line it up for you. Avery Plant starts in goal. Addie Carrero sweeps the back line with Sky DeMoranville, Brooke Perrin, Emma Plant, Megan Smith already underway. Anchoring the midfield with Maura Richardson and Maeve Richardson, with Emma Bouchard, Riley Doherty, and Janaea Porras leading the attack. Janaea Porras, of course, has delightfully filled the absence of Kat Rousseau this season, and she's someone that has caught your eye throughout the majority of the season.
Absolutely, Brady. Yeah, she was, I said one of the first games, she has just been really a great, great player. And, she's young on what is essentially a young team with only 2 seniors anyway. But Janaea is definitely a player to watch for the future. Yeah, and Frontier is off to
Stella Heflin wearing 9 in blue. Yeah, Frontier in the visiting blue, the Cardinals in the home white, per usual.
Yeah, and the big question, Brady, today was, were they playing on grass in the regular season, or was it turf? And that was, I know you did your research on that. You can tell us about that.
They played majority of their games on their baseball field as well, very similar to the Cardinals. So the field conditions, not much of a factor today as they have been throughout the majority of this season.
Now, that call should have been held back, as Brooke Perrin did not touch the ball, so that player should not have been allowed to move into the 5-yard apron, but
nonetheless, we move forward. Whacked down, intended for Bouchard, cleared up by Claire Kirkendall. And that came off the boot of Harper Modesto. Cardinals trying to get something going quickly. So they're trying to chip it in, batted down by Porras, and cleared away by Kirkendall.
Yeah, that's something we don't really see on the grass much in the South Coast Conference, where Case normally plays, is that aerial play. See it a ton in the Hockomock and some of the Division I teams, so it's good that they're starting to use that aerial ball. It's a great technique.
Smith will take the free hit. Good amount of Frontier fans. And Frontier Regional is in South Deerfield, Mass., which is a hike and a half from Swansea.
I think it's amazing with all of the high schools in the Commonwealth, Brady, that both volleyball and us do Frontier Regional. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, Case Volleyball traveling to Frontier Regional tomorrow. I believe that's a 6 o'clock tip. I could be wrong. So Smith with a free hit. And a slice it in for Bouchard, taken away for the moment by Abigail Grover. Bouchard try to play back for Heflin.
Comes
to the
again.
into the stick of McKimmey. Riley Doherty had it crossed up. Too far for Bouchard. Cleared out. Good defense by the Redhawks. And a free hit for the Cardinals. The defensive style, they'd like to take those two midfielders, drop them back, into the back line in heavy sets like this,
And here they are.
it's working. Cleared out again by Madison McKemmy.
But it does make it more difficult, though, to get through that many players. So, of course, a player like Megan Smith, who needs a lot of room to work her magic, you know, that could be an effective strategy against her. We hope she's able to break through. Here she comes again.
Came off the boot of Ashley Taylor, so Smith will take this free hit. Smith trying to do-si-do her way forward, met by a sea of blue and a corner for the Cardinals, their first of the afternoon.
Well, I don't know about you, Brady, but this is the colder day.
A solid 48 degrees. Like, what is this?
No masks for the defense on Frontier Regional, as they are allowed to do that.
Smith whacked it!
Nice shot. Wow, that was pretty. Could hear the clunk on that one.
Goal number 44 for the senior, and it's 1-0 Cardinals. That is set-piece perfection, is it not?
That outstanding, Brady. There's just great. I mean, only a couple of minutes in, under 4 minutes. Let's hope that's the way that they're heading today.
So the Cardinals with an early 1-0 lead. That goal coming exactly 4 minutes into this first quarter.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note that Frontier kind of started with started in the first few minutes with domination. So we roared back.
They like to keep possession of the ball, whereas Case tries to play on a counterattack like here, trying to get something going with Porras on the far sideline. Smith trying to duel with McKemmy, and McKemmy getting called for the obstruction. So try to heave it down, chipped up, and back down for Doherty. Too far for the freshman. Kirkendall will try to clear it out. Instead, it's met by Maeve Richardson. And for the stick of Ashley Taylor, who's trying to weave it forward for McKemmy. Taken away by Smith. Smith nosedives into the grass. She does not get a call, however, and play is blown dead again for a Frontier infraction.
And Meg's tying her shoe, the poor thing. Gonna give her a chance to get up. That would be nice, but there's a third-party obstruction.
Emily Candelaria trying to clear it out, the sweeper for the Redhawks. Bouchard pressing high on Abigail Grover. Bouchard called for the infraction. Richardson brought it down for Isabella Oral. Macy DeMaio gets called for the foul.
Yeah, no longer needing to wear goggles this year, but I see a few players on Frontier who have them on. Always a safe thing to do.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I see a couple players with them on.
Emma Plant able to take McKemmy's pass away, and Doherty trying to move something forward. Taken away by Kirkendall. Now forward for Stella Heflin. Trying to move it in the middle, centering pass, cleared away by Brooke Perrin, and back to the middle for Abigail Grover, who's trying to force it forward. Carrero's came off her line. She's got to clear it, uses the near sideline, and finally able to clear.
Some great work by Addie Carrero, yeah. Field seems a little fast today, Brady.
They just cut the grass, it looks like.
And seeing as how it was so wet yesterday, I thought it would be a little slower, but it's actually quite fast today.
And it cleared up pretty nicely. Again, this game was supposed to be played.
Yeah.
If you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, that you saw that this game was supposed to be played on Tuesday, but field conditions forced us to play it here on Wednesday. The colder of the 2 days.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Even though
we're shivering, right, Brady? That's okay. That's going to be a work.
Heflin came off her boot.
Still got a little bit of a puddle right here in front of us, but luckily it's not on the field.
DeMoranville, deflected right by Heflin. Not the best free hit for DeMoranville. Carrero. They pressured high by Oral. And Heflin took a deflection off her stick. 7.5 to go in the first. Cardinals still lead 1-0 on the Megan Smith goal. Came all the way back. Porra is going to have a chance. She's going to chase Harper Modesto. Kirkendall That by Porras. Off a Doherty stick. And a free hit, it looks like, for the Red Hawks.
So far, a pretty balanced game here, Brady. As you know, we've seen a pretty back-and-forth game.
SEC meets PVL, the Pioneer Valley League.
Yeah, yeah.
Red Hawks took home 3rd place in that tough division. This one stays with the Cardinals, a conference that features Greenfield and Longmeadow. Not the easiest conference. North Brookfield as well, who the Cardinals met last year in the first round.
A nice aerial ball by Meg. Who's there? Let's see. Who's getting it?
Porras had a crack at it, and it came back for Riley Doherty, who had space for the moment. Good coverage
missed an
by
advancement there.
Rowan Riley. And Smith will take the free hit. Smith, yeah, she got taken down. McKemmy called for the infraction. Maura Richardson, who had her first goal of the season, came on opening day.
Yeah. Some nice ball movement here by both teams, particularly Case.
DeMoranville, good to see DeMoranville get forward in
Yes,
attack.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a third party is called. Smith, try to move it quickly, try to find the brace early, but the Red Hawks able to clear it away as far as Brooke Perrin.
Yeah, they've really moved up. Look at Addie calling the defense to move up from the back here, the sweeper's position. They're going to get a nice corner here. No,
Haley Hutkowski able to clear it away. Hufflet.
Brooke Perrin sitting there waiting for it. Yeah.
Good defense by Perrin on Rowan Riley. However, Perrin called for the advancing call.
Glanced off her heel.
Yeah, right off of Doherty's leg. 4:55 to go in the first.
Yeah, and the best, the toughest part about this field is it's short and it's squat. So the best thing that Case can do today is to spread out. To really use all the edges here. And this edge is a tough edge to use, but here comes Bouche right down the end line.
Bouchard tried to clear it out, stays in, and Bouchard had numbers going forward, but it came off her cleat.
Back to us, yep.
So DeMoranville will take the free hit. Good ball in from DeMoranville.
It's a good attempt by Bouchard. Didn't really have position on that one, so I don't think that was a bad call, but.
Red Hawks trying to move quickly. Modesto try to play it forward for McKemmy.
Addie's smart to let it out. No.
Yeah, it came off of DeMaio's stick last.
Okay. That's a 16 coming out.
Perrin will take it.
It's in the air by Blue.
Yeah. Deflected off of Riley. Taylor trying to move in, and a corner given to the Red Hawks. Their best chance of the day so far. Their first corner as well.
Let's see what happens here. Got a player on the edge here. They're all around the circle, so let's see what they do. Inserter's tying her shoe.
Riley seems to be the inserter, but this is coming from the far side.
And the ball's in and out.
Kirkendall, good save by Plant in another corner.
25-yard hit.
Or 25, excuse me.
Unintentionally off the goalie. And that's, that's an official's call. When I look at that, I look at the hips, where her hips pointing. If they were pointing toward the sideline, I know she's trying to hit that ball out. So this is coming in from the inside. Oh, okay.
Richardson trying to clear it away, and she does. Trying to find Bouchard. Good help defense by Hutkoski.
Yeah, good call by the officials. Glanced off of us. Yeah. And that's a tough spot right there, Brady. That corner. If she's she's smart, she'll play it off of. That's going to move 5 yards, though.
Richardson trying to squeeze it out. DeMoranville.
Staying there. Still outside the circle. She's got to move at 5. I don't know if that she didn't move at 5. Good call by official Steve Cabral. Okay, off blue.
Took a couple deflections en route to Delaney Fifield. And Bouchard trying to get something going on the counter.
Bouchard can use that speed here to send it in. That should still be her ball.
Yep, good defense by Hutkowski.
I missed it there. Looked like it was off blue, but tough for us to see with the crowd here in front of us.
Hutkowski. Richardson. Bouchard trying to get in the middle, met by Hutkowski again. It's one of the matchups we were looking forward to today is Bouchard's speed. Whoever against that left center back was going to be on our near sideline. This one coming out of play for a Cardinal free hit.
Sky. Luckily, nothing's coming to the water here because it's a very precarious area right here. Sky's coming up off that hill on the outfield here. Oh. Okay, that was good.
Bouchard.
Nice deflection for Bouch.
Trying to chip it in the middle, didn't get all of it. Grover cleared out.
That's going to come back in. Yeah.
Good defense from Modesto.
And we got about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, good call. 21 seconds. Last gasp for the Cardinals.
Can make
Smith.
Something out of it. Ooh.
Too many blue bodies in the way. Bouchard got to get it back in the circle.
Corner.
She does. Cleared away again. 8 seconds. Cardinals going to move quickly before the end of the quarter. Final 3 seconds. Smith just going to let this one run out. But it is her efforts in the first 4 minutes that give the Cardinals a 1-0 lead at the end of the first 15. Stick it with us. One nothing. The score at the end of the first 15 minutes. Megan Smith with her 44th goal on the year puts the Cardinals up 1-0. Brady Kudo, Kerry McElroy, thanks so much for spending part of your evening with us. How about that first quarter from the Cardinals? Struggled those first 5 minutes, albeit the Smith goal, but they found their stride moving forward.
Yeah, I'm liking, I have to say, Brady, I'm liking how the defense is coming out and really kind of, I like how Addie's just calling them and controlling them, and they've pulled up a little bit and really given them an off, kind of moving the offense forward.
So the winner of this one, we talked about it in our open, moves on. They will travel to Sutton this weekend. The final Sweet 16, or excuse me, the Elite 8 matchups have already been finalized. Uxbridge will host Quabbin. Manchester Essex will host Hopedale. And Monomoy will host Clinton, an 11 seed in the Elite 8. We don't see that too often.
Yeah, does this game has been set yet? Do we have a time for who faces Sutton today or no?
No.
Okay, that's TBA.
I was just told this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, good call. And here comes Meg with the free hit. Hopefully the defense will move up with her here. Here she goes.
Too strong for Porras. And out of play.
The second quarter, it's going to be an interesting game, Brady. I think it's been pretty balanced so far. I don't see any real stars on the Frontier Regional side. They're a pretty balanced team themselves.
There's a lovely ball in, though, for
that's
Ashley Galensky. And they win the free hit. Frontier with an opportunity to knock on the door. The bronze medalists in the Pioneer Valley League. Came off of DeMoranville's stick, and Richardson trying to clear it out. She can't quite. She's met by Abigail Grover.
Steve Cabral makes a wise call to get that ball out of there.
Batted down by Galensky. DeMoranville struggled on her free hits today.
Comes Emma Plant.
Good cover by Richardson. She got tied up with Harper Modesto. Came off of Doherty. And Casey Martell not the happiest with Steve Cabral right now. There's Casey Martell.
Yeah, it's it's interesting to note, Brady. Back before COVID, there was a tournament assigner, and you'd have an official from each conference. So Frontier Regional would have an official here that they would know, as with the SEC. Now everything's done locally, so it's it's for good or bad, depending on what side you're on. I'm not saying it's good or bad; it just is what it is, but. It's a little break from what we used to do. I think, teams like to get somewhere and have a friendly face, especially if you're far away from your conference.
Free hit incoming for the Cardinals. Talk about Casey Martell, and took over this program from the legend that is Kelly Sale, and excellence throughout Casey's young career.
Yeah. But interest in field hockey was, waning a little bit toward the end of Coach Roy Sale's reign. And, Casey and Dr. Tammy King have done a wonderful job really attracting new talent. That and the MIAA waiver to get 7th and 8th graders, too, has helped quite a bit, as Frontier Regional has done the same.
Kelly's here. I just don't know where. I saw her come in.
Nice. Hopefully she'll come over and say hello.
Richardson, good takeaway.
Yeah, that was great.
From Hutkoski. Richardson got caught up, and Cardinals win a free hit.
Inside the 25. Let's see if Megan takes it in. Oh, she takes it outside,
will.
Huh? Interesting. Oh, the official's not saying anything different.
Smith tried to drop it off for Doherty, cleared away. Good cover by Frontier.
It's coming back at us. Have to be inside or outside the 25. I don't know what Steve's going to say, and they're outside.
That was the second best chance the Cardinals have had all game, I'd argue.
Yeah, it was interesting. Meg passed that off. That's great, and that's the beauty of it.
Well, she's been drawing when she's got in the circle, she's been drawing 3 defenders, and at times the sweeper every time.
Yeah, and that's a smart move, and then dishes it off. Yep. Yeah, and I was just going to say, that's the magic of Meg. She's just such a consummate player from all ends of the spectrum. Yes, she has, an incredible amount of goals. 44 in the season.
44.
Yeah.
Well, counting today's is 44. 9:23 to go in the second. Cardinals still leading this one 1-0. Riley tipped it down.
Nice. And comes Mora.
Grover.
I don't see an incredible amount of stick work on Frontier Regional. That's certainly, I think Addie's working hard in there.
Free hit for the Cardinals.
We got about 8.5 until the half.
Too strong again. Delaney Fifield. Doherty trying to stick with it. Porras trying to keep it with the Cardinals, but she can. Instead, Haley Hutkoski able to reverse field and throw it all the way down and out of play.
A little bit of a dangerous hit on that, but if it was to space, we have a different angle than they see. So, let's see what they could do. Is they get a little offense generated. Nice Meg Smith with some aerial play.
Yeah, Bouchard caught it with her chest and was able to play it down.
Bouchard is. I was going to say Bouchard's
yeah,
the other. She's all over the place today. I love it.
You're a right winger playing on the left side of the field.
The best thing they can do is spread out and really keep Frontier covering the speed of both Smith and Bouchard. That was off blue. That should be a 25-yard hit. Yeah, and that's what we get. Yeah. Let's see what they can do here right now and generate some offense here with a 7-minute left mark in quarter 2.
Smith. And met by the double team right away. And she's going to whack it in this time. Richardson played it down, but.
Okay, right outside the circle. Yeah.
They called DeMaio for the high stick.
No, it was yeah.
Smith will try it again. Yeah, see, you got the triple team right again. Those defensive midfielders.
There we go. Looking for Bouch. Smart move.
Bouchard.
Richardson. Right outside the circle for Bouch to bring that in.
Richardson trying to use the width
Nice
of the
move,
field.
Yeah. Now, see if we can get a corner out of this. No. All right. Here comes Meg moving her way in. She gets squeezed out of that one.
And came off the boot of Galensky. So Perrin will take the free hit. DeMoranville. And cleared out by Grover into the puddle.
What I was waiting for. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Perrin smartly dries it off, or that could be ugly. Yeah. Nice. All right.
Good defense by Plant and Richardson, and a third party is called. Ashley Taylor. Cleared out by Perrin for Doherty. Doherty tried to forward it to Porras. Porras able to corral it back, and the Cardinals have numbers forward, a 3-on-2. Bouchard, Frontier racing back quickly with Bouchard
nice
trying to reverse direction.
Bouchard.
That is beautiful.
Nice move,
Riley Doherty takes her time, able to come up, and a corner.
Yep. Let's see what they can do now. We got inserter, Emma Bouchard. I like that. I like Bouchard inserting that hit. Because you know why? Because as soon as the hit's taken, she's right there, right waiting for it to come across. You know they're coming at.
Smith brought it out of the circle, and
yep, that's a crumb bum, but
a crumb bum.
Yeah, it's a technical term.
I like that one. What does it mean?
Okay, we got the ball back. No, I like Bouchard as the inserter. That's great.
Smith.
Meg's going to move at 5. She makes sure wisely. Yeah. Oh, that's a third party. Nice call. Yep. And that's going to be a corner because they were in the circle.
Looks like it's like an illegal screen in basketball for those not entirely familiar with field hockey.
That is exactly true, Brady. Yep.
Most of the time, at least.
Here comes Boosh. Let's see if we can get something going. Oh, she gives it to Emma Plant.
This is Emma
Nice.
Plant took
it
off of Hutkowski's knee.
Nice.
DeMoranville trying to keep it in, as did Richardson, but it's cleared out by Kirkendall. Richardson came off her stick last, and Abigail Grover will take the free hit. Final 3:35 to go in the first half.
Ball never came in.
That came off of Galensky.
It's interesting to know if that's going to be a side in inside the 25. I'm not really sure here what's happening.
They're saying just inside the 50.
Oh, okay. That should be a side in down inside the 25 actually, but we'll go with it.
Good free hit by DeMoranville. Richardson trying to win it back for Taylor, but Smith is there in support.
Smith, yeah.
Smith trying to backhand it.
Looking for Janaea, I'm sure. There comes Brooke. Maeve's limping a little bit. She did go down over here, Maeve. Hopefully she's okay. Here comes. Look at Boosh trying to take a stab at it. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, she caused the third party, unfortunately. Oh, now you're seeing it, Brady. Nice.
Only took me 2 full seasons.
No, you're great.
And that came off of Galensky.
Into the water again.
Into the water again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just, you know why? They got to dry that ball off. Oh, my gosh, that's just really.
Oh.
I'll say that's a crumb bum, too, huh?
You know, the old saying is you can lead it to water, but you can't make it drink. Well, we made it drink.
I love it, Brady. I love it. Nice.
To be an obstruction of some sort.
We got about a minute and a half left till the half. And, Coach Casey Martell and Tammy Green.
Dr. Coach.
Yep, the Dr. Coach will have a chance to bring their group back together. And if I were coach right now, I'd be, I think my thought process would be keep doing the same things we're doing. Spreading out a little bit, let Meg feed you. I love their corner strategy.
Now, if you're the opposite, if you're Frontier sideline, what are you saying right now?
Yeah, if I'm Frontier, my Frontier coaches, I'd be saying, I'd be looking to contain Bouchard and Smith. They've seen her, especially Bouchard's been all over the field. So, with quite a bit of success as she's moved that ball into the circle area. So, they should be working their triangles of defense. We really haven't seen their goalie contested yet.
And Kyra Richards, a junior goalie for the Redhawks.
Yep.
And she let up that one goal. Plant made that one save. That's about it.
Let it go, Addie. Let it go. Oh, okay. Oh. I would have let that go.
Good chance for
Okay, they got lucky
Riley.
on that one. Yeah,
Yep.
They got lucky on that one. As Addie had to make a snap decision.
Final 5 seconds. Fifield will hit this one out, and we have come to the conclusion of half number 1. Cardinals still lead it 1-0. Stick it with us for the second half right here on the Sports Saga podcast. One half is in the books. One more still to go here from the courthouse. Judge Aguiar Field in Swansea. The Sweet 16 has us bringing you the 5-12 matchup. Case leading Frontier 1-0 off a Megan Smith set-piece goal. Brady Kudo, Kerry McElroy, the rest of our fabulous crew. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with us. They found their stride, the Cardinals that is, later in that half, which is contrast to what we've been seeing most of the year, which is where they find their stride early in the half. Megan Smith and Emma Bouchard ran the show.
Yeah, it'll be up to players like Riley and Janaea to really see what they can do if they can spread the field a little bit to make room for Smith and Bouchard to move through. I think that's going to be the name of the game, Brady, tonight. To solidify, this already this 1-0 lead.
Down and out, right in front of us. Ashley Taylor to Harper Modesto for the free hit.
Oh.
Yes, Smith and
yeah, okay, all right.
Smith
okay.
and Oral got tied
I
up.
was just gonna say, I would have gone the other way.
So the winner of this one, of course, will travel to Sutton, play the 4 seed, Sutton.
Which is about what, an hour and 20 away, Brady?
It's a drive from here.
Yeah. Yeah, no details on when that game will be just yet.
Yeah,
But
we just know it'll be this weekend.
yeah.
The chance that the Cardinals had in hosting an Elite Eight game would be if Sutton were to lose, but Sutton in Greenfield went to overtime yesterday and were able to squeak out a 2-1 win. Emma Plant trying to keep this ball in the attacking third for the Cardinals. Cleared out, though, by Ashley Taylor. Play continues as we have a meeting of the minds between Taylor and Perrin.
Everybody's okay. We got 2 players down, but everybody's fine. Everybody's recovered.
Everyone seems to be okay.
That was a tough one. And that's the tough part about that, you know. I know Frontier, both teams play on the kind of an outfield with a baseball field. It's so difficult, Brady. So difficult. Yeah.
This one will stay with the Red Hawks. McKemmy.
Yeah, didn't move at 5.
Yep.
Nice call by officials Ken Kudo.
Kudo. What a great last name.
Are you related? Did you
No,
know?
no,
I don't
no.
think I said his name yet.
I knew his name was Ken. I didn't know what his last name was. But now I know, and now I'm happy.
I hope you stay happy. Yep. We want to make you happy, Brady. Yeah, white ball, yeah. Here comes Meg. If we can just spread that field a little bit. If you notice, play gets a little slower over here because as the athletes, you can tell they get tentative on this little stretch here.
Today's game is brought to you by
dangerous.
Aldias Electric. Call them today at 508-889-4265 for all of your Generac generator and residential electric needs. By the Gonzalez family team of Keller Williams, Southwood Tuppa. Visit them on Facebook today. By Smack Apparel, the official fan gear of the Sports Saga podcast. And by Epic Promotions, located in Warwick, Rhode Island. Contact Barry, Keith, and Adam today for all of your promotional product needs. Bouchard.
Here comes Bouchard. If she can make a dodge.
Nifty move by the sophomore.
Oh,
Bouchard.
Could have been a corner.
Probably should have been.
Steve Cabral gives us a signal that he saw something, but is letting it go. And it's coming back in anyway. Inside the 25 on the sidelines for White.
Smith will take it. Plant.
If you know, they're really bringing everybody up, Brady, now. I love it. We're really going all guns fired here. All barrels. And they are inside the 25, so Meg has to move at 5. Here she comes.
A beautiful move by the Bryant commit.
And we're going to keep moving in.
What school were you telling me that has a couple kids that are going Power 5?
Bishop Fan.
Was it Fan?
Yeah. Yep.
One
Yep.
girl going to UNC.
Yes.
Which
yeah.
the story of that team
Yeah.
this year is absolutely incredible. Their head coach retired, is a player that just finished up her 5 years. She had an extra year due to COVID. I'll finish that story in a moment as Bouchard had a crack at it. So 23 years old, right, this girl is. She gets offered the head coaching job. It takes them to an ACC championship.
Incredible, I know. Always love to hear stories like that, Brady. Yeah, quite a player for UNC and now a coach.
Erin Matson.
Lots of great things happening in the NCAA field hockey, no doubt about that.
And we'll see Meg in Smithfield next year.
Exciting, exciting. And this is still a fairly balanced game, although I would say, Case has come out and dominated for the first 7 minutes or so, for 6.5. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Yeah. They've had
But
a couple
Frontier,
corners.
we knew going into the tournament, this was the 8th seed last year, they weren't going to be an easy out.
No. But you know what? Nobody really is when in the tournament.
Correct.
No matter what division, because everyone's fairly well matched up based on their school size. So.
Team Ryanville, Perrin able to clear it out. That came off of the stick of Grover.
A
And it'll stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah. And here comes our charge. I got a little Brooke Perrin with a shoe tie here. I hope Meg sees that. Okay. Nice aerial ball
loop
to
it in,
Jamea.
and Porras was there.
They've got to spread the field to really get maximum scoring opportunities. Interesting thing to note is that Case is, to the right side of their stick, which is the stronger side now on the better side of the field. So I don't know if that was purposeful. If they won the toss, we didn't see that. So
Taylor slashing and dashing her way through the Cardinal defense. Taylor trying to get in the middle. Perrin took it away for the moment. Not cleared fully. This is Oral. Cleared as far.
It's outside the circle, though.
That was as clear as far as Modesto.
Oh.
Scramble forward in front. It did not cross the byline, and now it does. 1-1.
Yeah, that's not a rule. But
Macy DeMaio credited with the goal.
yeah, we really couldn't see that from here. Unfortunately, there was too many bodies. But okay, so we've got sophomore number 1.
Macy DeMaio levels it for the Redhawks. Richardson. Kelly, change the scoreboard.
And here we are with a new game a little bit here.
Yeah,
Brady.
nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's not nothing. It's 1-1, but
Yeah.
in the context of
Yeah.
everything.
There has to be a winner today. Obviously, it's it's a sudden victory as always, and when they get to the tournament, losing you're out, winning you keep moving. There are some tie-breaking procedures.
So dive into those, because normally we've seen the traditional overtime. We've got up to triple overtime already in the tournament this year.
Yeah.
What are some of the other tie-breaking procedures?
So, yeah, just outside.
Just
yeah,
missed.
that was a close one. Yeah, so tie-breaking procedures will go to, they'll have 5 minutes in between. Each team will get a timeout for the entirety of overtime, however long it goes. But it's interesting to note that we go to 7v7, and they can only have 3 players back with the goalie, including the goalie. So then after, if it's still tied after that, we go to what's called a shootout. That could be interesting.
How
There's
many
all kinds
over?
of-
Is it two over to 3 overtimes?
right? We do 2 overtimes, 7v7, and then we go to shootouts if it's still tied. So there is no third overtime. You said there was a third overtime?
Maybe I meant double over. I
Yeah.
meant double
Well,
overtime. I read it wrong.
It could have been the third piece of it, Brady. You're not wrong on that, is that it's a shootout. So it becomes kind of like an ice hockey where a player starts at the 25-yard line, and it's only her and the goalie. She has 10 seconds to shoot. And they just play against each other for 10 seconds. So one official keeps the time, and that's it. So hopefully we won't get to that today, because I think we'll be frozen solid.
Yeah, not the warmest day for field hockey.
And by the way, those overtimes are sudden victory.
Yes. Richardson. Play forward, wanted Bouchard, but Hutkoski will meet her. 4:28 to go in the third. Still even at 1. Megan Smith with the first goal for the Cardinals. Macy DeMaio with the first goal for the Redhawks. This one too far for Porras.
We
And
got
a Frontier free hit to come.
4 minutes left in Q3. We haven't, as I looked at the standings, Brady, I don't recall seeing too many overtimes so far across the state, but a couple. Problem Problem for us with overtime is we have no lights, so it starts getting, that could get a little bit problematic. If a game, the tournament format is if a game gets stopped for any reason, it's played in its entirety all over again. Yeah, so we don't want to have to stop for darkness, right?
There are many whistles. I heard the initial whistle, and then there was another whistle, and then there were about 5 more. Finally, we get to resume play. Because you remember, at this time last year,
nice, yeah,
it was Jenna Benfito with the go-ahead goal.
That was a great game.
Against St. Mary's of Lynn.
Yeah, you're right.
They're back in the tournament this year.
I believe so. I have not seen them this year at all. Sometimes I've seen them against other teams as I travel the state to officiate. Nice shot by Meg. Oh.
Modesto. Perrin is there. Plant.
Yeah, that was a nice.
Perrin tried the hip check, didn't work. DeMaio. Came off her boot. Emma Plant will take the free hit. Good ball in by Plant. And already tried to capitalize on the misfire from Kirkendall. Smith, backhand, didn't get all of it. Sticks with the Cardinals.
We got about a minute and a half left. See if the Cardinals can generate some offense here. Again, spreading the field is uber important.
Taylor.
Sky.
DeMoranville. DeMaio. Taken away by Addie Carrero. Way off her line.
She's been a trooper. She is running that defense today.
And she's probably, and her and Avery are the coldest ones on the field, along with Kyra Richards and Fifield.
You and I.
And us.
Although we don't have skirts on, though, right? Thank God.
Grover.
And the Plant goes for it. Let it go, Addie.
Carrero trying to.
It was tough. She had 2 behind her there.
Carrero trying to dispose of it. She can't fully. Back out for Grover. And this infraction will stick with the Redhawks, and Grover trying to move it too quickly.
Oh, yeah. They always try to set it up, Brady, where, you always try to set it up where you want and let the official tell you that's not where I want it. But they do have a 5-yard.
Ooh.
They do. Yeah, we got a player down here. Yeah, they do have a 5-yard leeway, so.
That's Madison McKemmy who was down.
And that was a quick free hit, so.
We'll go to break. Even at 1, 24 seconds left in the third. Madison McKemmy walked under her own power, seems to be okay as we get things restarted. 1-1, 15 seconds to play in the third. Scrambled all the way down for Delaney Fifield. Final 5 seconds before we head into the most exciting 15 minutes of the campaign. 1-1 at the end of 3. Welcome back to Judge Aguiar Field, affectionately known as the Courthouse. The most exciting 15 minutes of the season are on tap. A trip to the Elite Eight on the line for the 5-12 matchup. Case and Frontier. This one, yeah, look out.
Trying to get you in the game, D.
A couple of the volleyball players to our right. Deanna Brightman, Alana Martinez. They've got an exciting matchup against, guess who? Frontier Regional.
That's right. It's crazy. Yeah, like I said, of all the teams in the state, Brady, our little corner of the South Coast draws Frontier Regional twice. Or they draw us, right?
Yeah. Case, of course, finished this year 15, 1-1. Frontier came to this one 10-6 at 4. I'm jumping the gun here.
Yeah, boy, it's a much different day than yesterday.
And DeMaio went down.
Megan's going to move the ball
try to
anyway.
keep it moving. This one's 6 with the Cardinals.
Hold that whistle. You don't want to stop a player with that momentum. That was an unfortunate call for the Cardinals.
Steve Cabral, Ken Kudo are officials. Nice aerial from Bouchard, and Paris is on a breakaway. Great ball in from Bouchard, but cleared away by Kirkendall. Doherty, Paris with a great chance, but too
Third
far.
party, nice, yep, great
and a
call.
corner is given.
Yep. Nice third party call. Let's see what we can do here now.
A second corner of the day for the Cardinals. This is where the first goal came. Or the third quarter of the day for the Cardinals, excuse me. Smith couldn't keep it a circle, whacked it in. Bouchard, tough angle, cleared out. And a 25-yard hit for the Cardinals.
That's what they're looking for. They're looking for Bouchard on that after Meg takes that initial hit. They're looking for Bouchard to pick up that garbage, we call him, that sometimes pops out in front of the goalie. And that's exactly what almost happened right there. Yeah.
Smith, nobody home.
Bouchard's the garbage picker here. Yep. And I don't mean that to be a bad term. That's a good thing.
DeMoranville. Doherty.
Here comes Bouchard again.
Couldn't keep it in.
Yep.
That is Kerry McElroy Colt. Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brady. Oh.
Yeah, don't be.
Normally, when I'm
cold.
standing here at this time of the year, I'm out there running.
Yep.
So, but that's okay. We're here. We're for the girls. You know, it's been a good game already. Excited to see what'll happen here. Megan is working her way through the crowd here as always. But they're covering her. She's in the circle. Let's see what she can do.
Had a chance.
And
a
there
third
you go.
party
We got
in
a nice
corner.
call. Yep. Gosh, I think that was a push. But let's see if we can. Let's see if we can make something of this.
The 4th of the afternoon.
And she's going to Meg again. Let's see.
Smith.
Right in. Up.
Partially deflected.
Yeah.
Kept in the circle
good.
by
and here comes
Maeve Richardson. Cleared out by Rowan Riley.
It's just so hard to move the ball on grass, Brady. You know, it's hard to build corner plays around uneven terrain. You know, there's no doubt about that. I give them credit. You know, it's just isn't easy. 10.5 left in a tie ball game here. And that's going out. They have nice warm-up suits, Brady, Frontier Regional.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really
I was
nice.
really impressed with those. I liked those.
Yeah.
This is not a bad team from not a bad conference. Don't let that number 12 number fool you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you know, and that's you've spoken about that before. The purpose of the power rankings, because you can have a team with a Metza record in a really difficult conference, and that gives them a little bit of a boost in the standings. Take a look at Division II as an example. We've got Somerset and Dartmouth playing on Saturday. They're both 17-0. But Somerset's 17-0-1, and they're ranked right above Dartmouth. So that's where the game will be in Somerset. So there you go. There's the power rankings, right? Kind of in the way they're supposed to work. Again, you could also have a team that's undefeated in a really weak conference. So hopefully the power rankings account for that.
Doherty got taken down.
And again, why blow the whistle on that? Because we've got the ball, Now he gives the defense a chance to set up. Not a good call. You don't want to take advantage away by making a call, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
That's not necessarily because the Cardinals have the ball. It's happened on both sides.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, you just don't want to take a team's advantage away. That's why we traditionally hold the whistle on that, but I don't know what happened there.
Smith.
They pick her pocket.
A free hit from 25 for Frontier.
This game has flown by. Yeah,
it really has.
Yeah.
8:21 to go in the fourth. Still knotted at 1. Ashley Taylor. Good defense by Carrero.
Addie's our unsung hero today on defense. She is just, she's working hard.
DeMaio. In the middle, too strong.
That's exactly what you don't want going across.
They wanted Rowan Riley.
Tough when Avery Plant's got a lot of bodies in front of her and the ball pops out like that. A lot of scrambling here.
Taylor. Still Taylor for the moment. DeMaio.
Oh, that's a luck on, as luck would have that. Could have been an obstruction going the other way. Okay. Janaea gets a piece of that.
Came off the stick of Porras. Richardson able to keep it in. Nutmeg to Modesto. Sticks with the Cardinals. 7:15 to go in regulation.
Frontier crowd is not happy about that.
I don't know what they're not happy about.
Yeah, he went that way first, yeah.
Smith.
He made the signal for blue. I don't know what happened on that. I don't know if Steve overruled him. Yeah, he made the signal and then Emma took it. I don't know what happened.
Doherty. And Galinsky couldn't corral it.
We've got 6.5 to go here, Brady. Whew.
Great ball in from Perrin. Too strong. Coming up on 6 minutes to go in regulation. Still even at 1. Megan Smith and Macy DeMaio, the goal scorers.
Coming out.
Modesto came right off of Richardson.
Nice, Maeve. There you go.
Might have hit her in the funny bone. Yeah, Richardson, yeah. Richardson's going to slowly move her way to the bench. And DeMaio shoved Perrin to the ground.
5 yards. She needs to get up. Perrin a little angry.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the first time DeMaio's gotten into a couple of those skerfuffles. A great chance in front.
That's a good corner off
and a corner.
Emma Plant. Getting a little sloppy, but
yeah,
we'll,
DeMaio, that's not the first time she's gotten into one of those.
Yeah. Brooke recovered. That's all that mattered. Let's see what happens here, Brady.
It's the best Frontier has looked. Addison Taylor, or Ashley Taylor, excuse me.
Ball's got to come out. It does.
Kirkendall.
It's in. Yeah.
Modesto.
Emma got a piece of that. Nice.
Backhanded in, and a high stick call, and a corner to the Redhawks.
And this is where games are won or lost right here, Brady, on these late corners with, we got about 4 and change left here. Let's see if Frontier makes anything of this. How tight our defense is. It's out. It's going out.
Obstruction going against Frontier.
Under 4 minutes.
Modesto. Smith. Came out of play.
Right now it's a fight for who can gain control of their offense here, or we're going to go to overtime and with less than 3.5 to go. See if somebody can put it in the net here. Here comes Bouchard.
Bouchard trying to get it going in a 2-on-3. This one's 6 with the Cardinals. 3:10 to go in regulation.
That's a nice aerial ball.
She's had a few of those
Megan's
nice ones.
had some, yeah. Nice placement.
Smith able to keep it in by a smidgen.
She just doesn't give in. Yeah, she will keep moving. She's got reverse sticks and everything in her arsenal.
Maddie Duquette came on for Maeve Richardson. Parrott.
Yeah, good call. Okay.
2:24 to go in the game.
Looking for somebody on the offensive line here.
Yeah, the
That's
intended
gonna be a
receiver was
60.
porous. Modesto. Perrin. Duquette. Couldn't keep it in. And Modesto hit it out. 17, Maddie Duquette.
Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. Yep.
Plant. Good
Sorry
free
about
hit.
that.
Doherty beautifully placed for Doherty.
Yeah, here we go.
She's got Bouchard to her left.
Nice.
But good
That's an
defense from
obstruction.
Kirkendall.
That was a clear-cut obstruction missed by official Ken Kudo. Not happy about that. If I were Casey, I would not be happy there, but it happens.
A minute 15.
But you just don't want it happening right there in front of the circle
Carrero.
at this point in the game.
Yep. Smith. Got out
see
Bouchard
if we
trying
can
to
get
play it to
Bouchard to do
herself. She's got a
something.
minute 3.
There we go.
Bouchard, good
Can
defense
she make it
though,
happen?
from Fifield. Cleared out.
Oh, it's going to be a side in a very awkward spot, Brady, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do.
She's got 52 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be a side in a very awkward spot, but with Meg, good. She's taking
Smith will take the free hit.
she's looking for a hack or an obstruction of some type.
Richardson.
Which didn't happen.
They're played in the middle. Richardson still. 22 seconds. Perrin cleared away. DeMaio tripped on the grass. Steve Moranville trying to push it forward to Emma Plant. 15 seconds until overtime. Plant knocked down by Taylor. Final 10 seconds till overtime. Carrero. One last gasp for the Cardinals. In regulation. Came off. Taylor, good defense by Plant. And we are going to overtime.
Yep.
It's Swansea. 1-1 your score at the end of regulation. So again, a sudden death overtime. Whoever
Sudden
scores
victory,
first
yeah.
wins.
Yep.
Stick it with us. 10 minutes to dance. And if a goal is scored, we have our final Elite Eight matchup of this tournament. We are even at 1, and we have begun overtime here at Swansea. Brady Kudo, Kerry McElroy, our entire crew.
I think 7v7 is really gonna show who's got what. Yeah, I love this.
Worth noting,
Yeah.
overtime is 7-on-7.
It really just spreads the field, Brady. So I'm excited to see what will happen here with this.
Smith trying to find somebody. Came off McKemming going the other way.
7v7 takes the pressure off the goalie too. There's not as many players in front of them, you know.
DeMaio.
Staying in blue, yeah. So who have we got back? We've got Brooke and Emma Plant back. It's interesting to note Addie is not in the game on the 7v7. She's been running.
They opted for the extra attacker.
Running that defense. Yeah, and that was smart. That was smart. I think that's a nice call by Coach Casey Martell. The name of this game is who scores first, so that makes sense to bring your lineup, you know. It's not a defensive game at this point, and who's
Bouchard's
the fastest?
got a chance at it.
Look at Bouchard. Man, can she move.
Bouchard in a duel with Hutkowski.
This is where we're gonna shine. Yep, on 7v7.
Bouchard trying to get it through. Richardson came back out for Smith. Megan Smith! Too wide
nice
to the
shot,
left.
Nice shot. Yep. Coach Casey Martell is. This is where we're really going to see player talent, Brady, on 7v7, no doubt about it. There's just plenty of room for them to make moves. A player like Meg and Emma Bouchard with the speed really can shine in a moment like
Especially
this.
with Bouchard, we see,
Yeah.
like, I
Wow.
want to get her 40 time.
We just saw that, yeah. She doesn't, you know, and Frontier Smart, they brought their offense up as well.
DeMaio trying to lead a breakaway. So one will stay with the Red Hawks.
That was the third party.
DeMaio.
Looks like it missed.
And Richardson called for the obstruction.
Outside the 25, hopefully.
It is. Kirkendall.
Yeah, smart
Too
move
wide.
by Avery Plant. Just
Let it go.
yeah.
7:12 to go in overtime. Smith. Had to take it away. Kirkendall.
Nice, and Brooke feeds it back to them. Yeah. More Richardson's fighting. Yeah. Brooke Perrin's going to get back here on this. See if we can make a stop here. And it's going out, thank God. There we go with a little over 6 minutes to play in this overtime 10-minute quarter. Here comes Emma Bouchard fighting. She gets the call from Ken Kudo. She brings it back just a little bit.
Smith. Bouchard.
Nice call, yep. And that should be
So we'll stick
outside
with
the
the Cardinals.
25 on the side end.
Apologies for those technical difficulties as well.
And it is outside the 25, yeah, on the side end. Here comes Meg.
Smith.
Smart.
Oh, beautiful.
Use her speed.
Absolutely beautiful. Megan Smith, tough angle, taken away by Hutkowski. DeMaio. Taken away by Smith, out off of her stick. 5:20 to go in the overtime.
You can definitely see Casey's decision to bring that defense up. They are just moving. Yeah.
And there, she's going to opt for 3 at the back. Sky
Yeah.
DeMaranville checking in. Perrin.
Breaking through.
Going way
Look at
forward.
Her, look at her.
Richardson has Bouchard to her right. DeMaranville trying to nudge it to Bouchard.
Look at smart move by Bouchard to receive
DeMaranville.
from Emma. Ooh.
Cleared out by Hutkowski, and DeMaranville has to do it all over again. And a whistle against DeMaranville. 4:41 to go in overtime. Perrin wins the duel. She's called, though, for the obstruction.
And it's coming back our way.
Emma Plant. Right to Taylor. Smith.
That comes.
DeMaranville.
Sky's pretty fast, too. Yep. Nice. Keep going. Yep.
DeMaranville still with it. Cleared away by Kirkendall. DeMaio. McKemmy.
Emma Plant
All the way down and out for a case free hit.
And we're at the 3.5 mark here, Brady. Whew.
Too far for Emma Bouchard. About 3:30 to go in overtime. Kirkendall. Out of play for another case free hit.
It's an exciting game here, Brady.
I do like the 7-on-7 format for overtime.
Well, during the COVID years, too, it's interesting to note we did play 7-on-7.
Really?
Yeah, yep. All year, which, you know, kind of was fun for the teams. As they didn't get to use as many players, but it did teach them fundamentals, I think. You know, really stressed fundamentals. Nice.
Batted down
nice,
by DeMaranville
yeah.
for Grover. DeMaranville. Bouchard. Trying to reset.
She's going to take it herself, yeah.
Bouchard.
And that's a third party. Oh, boy.
Taylor. Met by Richardson.
That should have been a corner.
Plant. Didn't get all of it.
Unlucky, but.
And Plant able to clear it. 2:23 to go in overtime. And both these teams just matching each other wit for wit from the third quarter on. Perrin. Deflected by DeMaio. Kirkendall. Cleared away by Smith. They go down. Play resumes. Emma Bouchard is by herself at the 50
yeah.
with Hutkoski.
And that's the
Bouchard
player you want there.
reverses direction. Hutkoski checks her. Bouchard shrugs her off.
That's a good call.
And Megan Smith will take this free hit with Riley Doherty coming on in 1:50 to go in overtime. Cleared to the far right corner by DeMaranville.
Nice, and she's making some plays now.
DeMaranville cleared away by Hutkoski. 100 seconds to go in overtime.
Shucks.
Cleared all the way down.
They need some ball people here, huh?
For a case free hit.
Brooke, put it on the grass. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. I know she heard me say that. That's it, Kenny.
Officials telling her to put it in front of the 25.
There you go. Yep. Good. Nice, smart choice by Brooke for a self pass on that. Excellent. Rather than hitting and hoping.
DeMaranville.
Yeah, nice.
Doherty met. And this one going against Doherty, an obstruction.
And we may be going to a second overtime. Let's see. We're
Final
under a minute.
Final 54 seconds.
Still a lot of time left, but.
Grover. DeMaio met by Smith on our near sideline.
Yeah. And we've got it back.
Off of DeMaio. 35 seconds.
We haven't had a corner yet. Nice looking for.
Doherty trying to beat Heflin, and she did for the moment.
Sorry, I'm making the call.
Final 20 seconds.
Sorry about my arm in your face. It's just natural.
Smith trying to move it forward.
She can make this here.
Smith, tough angle for Megan Smith. Trying to keep it in. Scramble for it. Cleared
Get
away.
some garbage in there. Ooh.
Final 6 seconds. DeMaio met by Plant. Final 3 seconds. Plant outside the circle. Doherty. We've got double overtime.
We are going to a second overtime.
Wow. This is a Sweet 16, folks. Case and Frontier even at 1 after 40 minutes of play. One more overtime period left, and if we're still even, we go to a shootout. 10 minutes to do it for a trip to the Elite Eight. De Moranville.
Two evenly matched teams, Brady. There's no doubt about that.
And they have matched each other blow for blow, really since
Almost, yeah.
Frontier leveled it in the third quarter.
Yep, yeah. Meg Smart to take a. Oh, that was a nice.
And batted down,
nice,
though,
yeah.
by Fifield.
Brooke has been working. Nice look up, yes.
Doherty and
So that
Kirkendall,
might
a
not
foot race
make it,
that
yeah.
will be won by nobody.
Good idea by Brooke Perrin, though, on that.
Plant.
Getting ready to change from my sunglasses to my regular glasses.
Smith.
Let's see.
Bouchard came off her foot. The Red Hawks have the chance to break. And too strong. Perrin is there.
Should be smart to change fields there and bring it over here a little bit. Looking for Sky.
Kirkendall. Perrin.
Perrin is really having an incredible game here
Throw
today.
down
She's
Bouchard. Gonna run out of time.
Yeah. Okay. And they've got 8.5 minutes to do something, either team. This is sudden victory here, Brady. Whoever scores. And the interesting part is, you know, if someone would just get a corner, you're going to get a huge.
Well, the Case's goal came off of a corner.
Yeah, but I'm saying now you've got only 2 players back with the goalie, and you could put the rest of your 7 on, or the rest of your 6 on the line there. So it's taking advantage of a huge mismatch if you get a corner in this overtime play, the second overtime.
7:59 to go in our second overtime. Perrin. Taylor, met by Smith. They're trying to clear it out, and she does. Doherty couldn't keep it in. Kirkendall off the free hit. Smith.
Yeah. And these 7v7
Good
situations, anything can happen, Brady.
Yeah, Bouchard is going to chase Hutkowski.
Yeah, because you just don't know how she's going to bobble it, right? And there goes a blue touch. Here comes Megan Smith.
Great run up by Megan Smith.
Yeah, looking for Boucher. Boucher's smart. She's going to get right to that goal.
Smith.
And here she comes. Yep, get in there. Right outside.
Infraction.
Yeah, right outside. She's going to move at 5.
Good run by Megan Smith.
Yeah.
Smith met by McKemmy. McKemmy broken up by Plant. And it came off of Plant's boots.
Smart move for Plant just to. Oh, and it's overcalled by Steve Cabral. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Steve Cabral, our lead official, does have the power to overrule something in a scenario like that. Plant.
Look at Plant
is
moving.
going to beat
Wow.
DeMaio. A
Nice.
great run by the sophomore. Plant. De Moranville.
I'm loving the 7v7. We're seeing some nice play here.
Doherty.
Smart looking for Bouchard or Sky.
Stella Heflin.
And Bouchard's all over Plant's all over the field.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Getting a lot out of her.
6:11 to go in double overtime. Smith. Even at 1. The next goal will be joyous for one and disappointment for the other. Steve Cabral calls timeout.
Uh-oh.
And a warning has been issued to the Frontier sideline.
Yeah, it's never easy, and of course emotions fly, as you know.
Somebody shouted something that Steve Cabral did not appreciate.
They always do, Brady.
Perrin will win the foot race with DeMaio.
What will she do with it here? Yeah. Oh,
DeMaio,
yeah.
good interception.
Yeah.
DeMaio in a 1-on-2. Good run from Heflin behind her. Batted down by Plant.
Nice job, yeah. Yeah. And in that sense, again, you just don't want to stop play. Emma had control of that, let her go,
DeMaio. Plant, good break up. Smith able to bat it down. DeMaranville cleared it out of the circle.
Oh, they were lucky on that. Yeah, that could have been an obstruction on Sky, but we got the call. We'll take it. And we're at a little under 5 minutes here.
Modesto for DeMaio. Perrin, good clear. Smith able to get it out all the way. And a Frontier free hit.
Buying a little time to set up her defense. Smart move by Meg Smith. Let it go.
And Modesto, an errant pass and out of play.
Oh, it was her own player, though. Own player. Well, Frontier's going to get it right up against their circle here. Right up in front of their circle. Which is sometimes not an easy play to make. You got to move at 5.
Oh!
That's it.
Out of nowhere!
That's it, yeah.
It looked to be Kirkendall, and this game is over. With 3:49 left in double overtime, we are being told it's Haley Hutkoski who gives Frontier the 2-1 win. What a season.
Really was, Brady. Yep, really was. Yeah, I can't stress enough that we were a young team. We made things happen in the South Coast Conference. We really, there should be no hung heads, really. No crying, honestly. Only the fact that, their time together has come to an end, especially with Brooke and Meg Smith, Brooke Perrin and Meg Smith. Congratulations to those two great seniors.
So Frontier travels to Sutton this weekend. The Elite Eight is complete. For our producer, Keegan Hamlet, our director, Jonah Creaney, Kerry McElroy, the rest of our fabulous crew, I'm Brady Kudo. This match ends Joseph Case 1, Frontier Regional 2 in double overtime. So long, everybody.